空を飛ぶ夢なら見たことあるけど、この気持ちよさ、それ以上だ。
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most embarrassing anime that fell flat on their face in the very first episode.
もっともっと高まれ、上がれ上がれ。
Number 10, The Lost Village. Lost is a good way to describe this misguided mystery. Despite an intriguing setup surrounding an expedition to a fabled village, it fumbles the execution at every single turn. To put it nicely, The Lost Village's first episode is either a flat thriller, a weird drama, or a boring character study.
この世界は撃ったら怒られるものがいっぱいでやんなったにゃ。これからはいっぱいぶっ放してくんだにゃ。
It's hard to describe because the show has absolutely no idea what it's trying to do. To make matters worse, it wastes precious screen time introducing its 30, yes, 30 main characters.
みんな本気で信じてきてるのに、もちろん僕もだけど。
By the time the credits roll, The Lost Village will definitely leave you scratching your head, just not in a good way.
まったくたまったもんじゃねえよ。こっちはな、もうこのまま帰ったっていいんだからな。
すいません、洗車代とあとお詫びにいくらか別に包みますのでなんとか。
Number 9, Elderlive. Hailing from the creator of Hitman Reborn, this sci-fi shonen debuted as one of the must-watch shows of the winter 2017 season. But in just 20 cringe-inducing minutes, the show turned all that hype into utter dread.
ボヨンボヨン、ボヨンボヨンだ。
うるさいなもう。
ボヨンボヨンだな。
The story follows middle schooler Chuta as he fights an alien, meets some busty women, and becomes an intergalactic cop. Why? Because the plot says so.
お前はそのマザーズコンピューターに選ばれたんだ。
ちょっと待ってください。いきなりそんなこと言われても。
Lacking any of the magic from the author's previous works, this anime felt like a lazy attempt to cash in on a few popular trends. While not without some creative merits, the disappointing first episode didn't convince many people to stick around, and we can't even blame them.
あれを雑巾みたいに縫ってまとめたらどうかな。
Number 8, My Sister, My Writer. If anybody didn't know what this anime was about going in, they sure learned fast.
お兄ちゃん、お兄ちゃま、お兄様、お兄様、兄上様。
We'd almost respect it if the results weren't so stomach-churning. For the uninitiated, My Sister, My Writer follows Suzuka, a young girl who pens a story about someone banging their older brother.
とにかく妹がいるやつが妹マジ萌えとか言ってたら気色悪すぎますって。
Oh, and you'll never guess who the real Suzuka has feelings for. There's absolutely no grey area about where this show is headed, so it's no surprise that it left viewers jumping ship before the first commercial break. And that's without mentioning the horrible animation. For those in search of a romance anime, be warned that My Sister, My Writer isn't a meat cute, it's a meat cringe.
何の冗談だよ。
冗談ではありません。事実です。
マジかよ。
Number 7, Fooly Cooly Progressive and Fooly Cooly Alternative. Let's make one thing clear. Fooly Cooly didn't need a sequel. At just 6 episodes, the original series was the perfect encapsulation of youth, style, and flair. Frustratingly, those are the same 3 things these long-awaited follow-ups sorely lack.
ようやく本命登場だぜ。
Airing over 15 years after the original ended, it's almost impressive how quickly progressive and alternative go off the rails.
私はお嫁さんかな。プロ野球選手の。もしくはバツイチアパレル会社社長の2番目の妻。
The new seasons butcher the characters, double down on the mindless action, and still have the gall to put the Fooly Cooly name on top. Longtime fans only needed a single episode each to realize that these addendums aren't just bad, they're something even worse. Plain unnecessary. Fooly Cooly deserves better, and grunge certainly isn't better either.
これだからガラスの10代は。壊れたんならさ、また作り直せばいいだけじゃん。
Number 6, the detective is already dead. The only mystery worth solving here is how things went so wrong.
ちょうどよかった、君。私の助手になってよ。
Any real plot developments or thought-provoking ideas are immediately hijacked by a nonsensical story featuring, ironically, an actual hijacking.
何をヒントにそんな推理を本当に俺がただ身を引くのが早すぎたからってそれだけで
それもあるけど最初からあなたのこと
For some reason we can't even begin to understand, teenager Kimihiko becomes the sidekick to Master Detective Siesta. Except to her, solving the case looks a lot like dropping a ton of exposition and glossing over gaping plot holes. Then after all that, Siesta just dies.
そう探偵はもう死んでいる
It's clear the audience is supposed to care, but the premiere is so overstuffed, the only emotion it elicits is pure exasperation. It doesn't take a detective to see why this whodunit fizzled out. Number 5, Black Butler Too. At the start, Black Butler was a dark coming-of-age tale about a young boy named Ciel giving up his soul in the name of vengeance.
I transform day into night, sugar into salt, creatures to corpses. And in this case, I transform navy into golden.
Black Butler 2, however, it's not quite as easy to break down. In a truly baffling turn of events, the second season diverges from the source material, throws all character growth to the side, and places an inordinate focus on a new crop of cast members. Claude didn't even hold a candle to Sebastian, and that's putting it nicely.
You put your feet on something that's meant to carry food. What kind of butler are you?
What kind of butler am I? Why, I'm simply one.
No. It's not quite time for that yet.
After just one episode, audiences realized the show was Black Butler in name alone. There was no precedent, no build-up, and no reason to keep watching.
Turning day into night, sugar into salt, navy into golden. It seems I shall have to transform golden into black.
Number 4, Super Dragon Ball Heroes. With a name like that, most fans tuned in expecting a high-octane clash between their favorite characters. What they got instead was decidedly not super.
強い選手をいろんな時空から連れてきて戦ってもらうのさ永遠にね
There's really no way to sugarcoat it. The animation here looks like it came out of a PowerPoint. It didn't help that the quote-unquote story read like bad fanfiction. You know it's rough when even the seasoned Japanese voice cast sounds like they're phoning it in. Given everything, the first episode wasn't exactly warmly received. Torn to shreds is a better way of putting it. Dragon Ball hasn't always had the smoothest track record, but clearly fans expected a whole lot more than this.
この姿を見るあえて言うならゴールデンクーラー
Number 3, Eureka 7, Ow. Most people would look at Eureka 7's beautiful conclusive ending and realize it doesn't need a second season. Unfortunately, the suits behind the anime aren't most people.
変わるってどう変わるんだよ
よく変わるのか悪く変わるのかはわからないけどダメだ
For no reason other than to milk the series' brand recognition, Eureka 7 Ow fast-forwarded a few years to tell the story of Eureka's son. Sadly, good plot lines, strong characters, and compelling themes don't run in the family. But the worst part is how ham-fisted it feels.
こんなの嘘だ嘘に決まってる
The sheer amount of unbelievable contrivances in the first episode alone will have you rolling your eyes till they hurt. Somehow, someway, in just one outing, Ao completely wrecked the 50 that came before it.
これが何なのか知らないだけどこれは渡さないこれは絶対に誰にも渡さない
Number 2, Platinum End. This one hurts. By all intents and purposes, a show from the creators of Death Note should have been a slam dunk. Throw in a compelling setup involving an angelic battle royale, and it sounds even sweeter. And yet, when people finally got to see Platinum End, the reviews were bad. Not lukewarm, not mixed, bad.
もう無理生きることは辛いだけでこの先希望も何にもない
Many agreed the show got lost in its own moral musings, trading fun and adventure for an ethics lesson.
私はナッセ。未来くんだけの天使。
Considering the high expectations, no angel could save Platinum End from a quick, messy execution in the court of public opinion. And that was just after one episode. Platinum End is no Death Note, that's for sure.
今地上には13人の神候補がいて、それぞれ天使がついてるの。そして翼や矢が与えられて、その中からたった一人だけ新しい神様にふさわしい人を選ぶの。
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Tokyo Ghoul Root A. The second season of this beloved anime decided to forego the source material and follow an original story instead, nearly ruining the whole franchise in the process. Wait, is there an echo in here? As if the retconned plotlines weren't bad enough, this premiere closes with Kaneki pledging his loyalty to the bloodthirsty Aogiri tree. You know, the same people who literally just finished torturing him to madness.
何それ。
僕は青霧に入る。
This one mind-boggling decision is a complete disservice to the character, the story, and Tokyo Ghoul as a whole. One episode in, any fans who held out hope realized that the Tokyo Ghoul they knew and loved ended with the first season.
僕のせいだね。ごめん。
なんで。
Should we give any of these one-shot misfires a second chance? Let us know in those comments below.
その赤面偏差値は中学生の全国平均の10倍を優に上回ると思われ、彼の存在自体が県内青少年育成条例の規制の対象になるのも時間の問題かと思われます。
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.